It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even the king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that.
Jay-Z is
Jay-Z is actually considering legal action against 50 After Cent. All this stuff started coming out. You know Jay-Z, he usually stays quiet. Calculated, doesn't jump into drama like that. So, the fact that his name is even being dragged like this, that's already raising eyebrows. But wait, it gets deeper.
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
so
50 Cent has been very vocal lately. Especially after working on that documentary about Diddy combs, though. They sell combs, what a coincidence. And if you know 50, he doesn't just hint at things. He teases, he pokes, and then drops something bigger later. And that's exactly what he's doing
right now.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with, like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
He basically said there's stuff he didn't include in the documentary. Things he held back. And now he's saying he might just put it all out there. I mean, who would do something like that? His exact vibe is like, I'm not scared of anybody. And honestly, that's classic 50. Now, here's the part that really makes people uncomfortable. He's hinting that none of this is new to him. Like he's been aware of certain questionable things about Jay-Z for a long time. Imagine hearing that and just sitting with it. Because if that's true, then why is it all coming out now? And then boom, you've got Diddy in the middle of all this.
And meeting his fans, and you're a public person as well. And there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away. Got in the car and said, I feel like I need to wash. Like I'm dirt. That was, it shows you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah. I mean, and what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape. You know what I'm saying? And then gets back in the car and goes, I feel dirty. I need to just go sanitize myself up.
As more investigations and allegations around Diddy start surfacing, people are starting to look sideways at everyone connected to him. And yes, that includes Jay-Z, especially since both of them came up during the same era. The 90s, when the industry was way less transparent than it is today. And you already know how the internet works. Once people start digging, they don't stop. Now people are questioning Jay-Z's early days, like how he built his empire, his business moves, his connections, everything. It's lad right now, and wait. There are also rumors of Jay-Z poisoning his business partner.
Guys, this is world coming to an end or what? Why is Jay-Z just got accused of poisoning one of his ex-business partners? God, man, these stories are starting to get real sticky around this joint, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Jay-Z around here accused of poisoning his business partner and been hiding. P. Diddy around here doing what he do. Hey, man, I just want to ask somebody something, man. What do 1,000 bottles of baby oil look like?
And then you add 50 Cent into the mix. Someone who clearly enjoys exposing people, stirring the pot. And it just makes everything more intense. Because he's not just talking. He's building narratives, documentaries, stories. And he's doing it in a way that makes people watch. Like, think about it. If he really does drop the stuff he's been holding back, that could change everything.
Speaking of, in particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle. You weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
See, you didn't realize
as much stuff has come. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them
And honestly, you have to ask yourself, is this just industry drama being blown up? Or is there actually something bigger underneath all of this? Because right now, it's giving a this is about to get worse and vibe. Listen, singer Jaguar Wright is not being subtle at all.
I brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Mm. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You're saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter
jelly? Peanut butter and jelly. Mm. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she was.
She straight up said that Jay-Z and Diddy are the same. Like, not even hinting. Just saying it out loud. And then she took it a step further and was like, Jay-Z might actually be worse. I mean, when someone says that publicly, you already know it's about to get people talking. But it doesn't stop there. She also called out Beyonce and Jay-Z's silence. And this is where things get kind of uncomfortable. Because her whole argument is like, if you're completely innocent, why not say something? Why stay quiet? While all these accusations are flying around.
These are criminals. Diddy is a dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be around before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that the love and anything that he did love. Brother love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Baby love? Explicit love? Hey!
Now, obviously, silence doesn't equal guilt, but you already know how the internet works. People start connecting dots, even when there are no dots. And then this is where it gets really conspiratorial. There's this growing theory floating around that Jay-Z might have actually been pulling behind the scenes, and that Diddy is somehow taking the fall. Like, people are literally saying Jay-Z used his influence to protect himself and let Diddy take the heat. Jay-Z
allegedly set P. Diddy up. Now, this came from what's her name? Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright said that she believed, or she know, that Jay-Z set Puff Daddy up, you know, because he wanted to take his spot and all that. And she broke down how he you know, did other people in, and she was making a lot of, as crazy as people try to think she is, she did make a lot of sense. Check it out.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He wants to be the one. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity.
Now look, that's a big claim. No solid proof, just a lot of speculation. But the timing of everything happening, it's making people question things they never questioned before. And you know what makes this theory stick? A little more for some people.
It's a very strong possibility that it happened just like she said. And if that's the case, then Jay-Z is the one working directly with the feds, and he'll probably pull TD Jakes out of it because he want to keep his money flowing. And don't forget that one of Jay-Z's executives was a known federal snitch, and she's known for doing this. Look, don't think that Jay-Z got something against snitches. He don't, because the chick that's working for him, she snitching. You know what I'm saying? So don't think he passed that.
Jay-Z has always been seen as super calculated, quiet, strategic, the kind of guy who moves in silence and plays the long game. So now people are like, what if there's more going on behind the scenes? And just when you think it can't get any darker, there are also allegations being talked involving an incident with a minor at an after party in 2000, yeah? That part is serious, like, very serious, and people are even saying things like, he might get arrested soon.
Jaguar has been warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... she's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry. Well, what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows. Rihanna was to Def Jam.
She was the innocent baby when she came over here. And look at her now.
14 going on 15 years old. Flown over without parental supervision in a private plane by a man who was supposed to be a producer who auditioned her at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room. Auditioning at 3 a.m. in the morning, a 14-year-old girl. She was flown to another country. She was taken to Def Jam headquarters. She was left in a conference room alone with Sean Carter for nearly 6 hours alone with no parental supervision. Her father collected a $500,000 check. She has the fastest ink deal in Def Jam history.
But hold on, because this is where the other side comes in. Jay-Z has completely denied all of it. Not just denied, he came out strong, saying these accusations are basically a setup. He's accusing attorney Tony Busby of trying to extort him, and his stance is very clear. He's not settling, he's not backing down. And he's ready to fight this in court.
December 8th, the accuser, identified anonymously as Jane Doe, refiled a sexual civil lawsuit she had originally filed against Diddy in October, adding in Jay-Z's name as an additional defendant. Per NBC News, she alleges in the new documents that in 2000, when she was 13, the two drugged her at a house party following the MTV Video Music Awards in New York. Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, issued a statement to E! News hours after the suit was refiled, addressing the lawyer who filed it, Tony Busby. Calling the allegations, quote, heinous, Jay-Z says in the statement, quote, I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. He further calls the claims idiotic and alleges that before refiling the suit, Busby had contacted the rapper's own attorney to try to reach a settlement. He alleges further in his statement, quote, what he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. In a statement to E! News, Busby said his firm did send Jay-Z's attorney a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim. That person, he adds, quote, never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Busby continues, quote, as far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media.
So now you've got two completely different narratives. On one side, people are saying there's something deeper, something hidden, something that's finally coming out. On the other hand, Jay-Z says this is all false, exaggerated, and financially motivated.
He added, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people." Joining us now, Joey Jackson, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. There's a lot to unpack here. Joey, I want to start with just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it. It's long. Where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible at this point?
So based on the allegations, Jessica, good morning. Good to see you. I think that it certainly could be. Why do I say that? Now, he, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement. He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be likely. Why do I say that? Because rape in New York, and what's alleged in this complaint is forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down, raped her, and that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally. Now, with respect to evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right, more than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress. Number three, that she phone called her dad who showed up, the 13-year-old, and now removed her. So civil complaint, simply allegations, needs to be proven in a court of law, but if true, it could rise to the level of criminality, and, you know, we'll see what happens or if the DA looks and investigates.
But wait, because this part feels almost random, but also kind of telling there are rumors about tension at one of Jay-Z and Beyonce's Oscar after parties. Like a big night, super exclusive. Everyone who's anyone is there. And suddenly there's talk that Justin Bieber and Usher got into a heated argument. You know what? Some people even say it turned physical.
Okay, we are going to tell you about something that we found out about the Oscars on Sunday, but nothing glitzy and glamorous about this. We are told that Justin Bieber and Usher, who used to be very close, really got into it. There are people who are telling us that they're hearing that there was actually a fist fight between the two.
And this was at one of the Oscars after parties, the one that was thrown by Jay-Z and Beyonce
at the Chateau Marmont.
At Chateau Marmont. And yeah, I mean, look, we've been hearing that there was some tension between Usher and Bieber, but this shows that, yes, there's absolutely tension, and it boiled over on Oscar night when they both showed up at this party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we spoke to some people that were there at the party who said that Justin and Usher arrived separately.
No,
Obviously didn't come together.
We should say these are Bieber-connected sources.
Yes. And sources connected to Bieber say that Usher was the one that actually came up to Justin with energy and anger.
Those are their words.
Those are their words. We're also being told, again, from people around Justin that it did not get physical. However, they did acknowledge that it got very heated. Unclear exactly what this argument was about.
I know something. That I was on the phone with a couple of people on this, that Justin has tried to, but we did a documentary on this, to wipe clean his past in terms of the people that he used to interact with, that he just wants that over in his life. The way it was put to me by one person who has many connections to Justin is that Justin has always had a thing against Usher, you know, in his adult life. And that the way it was told to me was that Justin has been rude to Usher. So there has been no love lost between the two of them. And they used to be not only close, but wasn't Usher kind of a mentor?
For people who don't know, I mean, Usher is given credit largely in sort of discovering Justin and mentoring him early in his career. You remember when Usher did the Super Bowl, that was a big thing. Everybody was thinking, oh, Justin's going to, like, that's how they were viewed, as being that connected that he would certainly bring Bieber out during the halftime show.
And they seemed really close.
Yeah,
And they were.
it's so sad
But-
to see like how fractured now their relationship is, where they are at a party and they can't even be cordial, where it gets super heated. I mean, I know we were told that Usher was the one that came up to him, but who knows really who started it, what this was over. It's just sad to see
Right.
that
What we
this
do-
did occur.
What we don't know is what
Now, is that directly connected to everything else? Maybe not, but the timing. The energy it just adds to this whole feeling that something is off behind the scenes in that circle. And that's what makes this whole situation so crazy. It's not just one accusation. It's layers, different people, different stories, old rumors are coming back. New claims are popping up. And you're just sitting there like, what's actually real here? Because right now it feels like we're watching something unfold in real time. And nobody really knows how big this is about to get. So now I got to ask you, because at this point, everyone has an opinion. Do you think 50 Cent is exposing something real? Or is this just industry beef getting out of control? And if Jay-Z really does go through with that lawsuit, does that make him look stronger? Or does it just make everything messier? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more gossip and latest updates.